project manager who told us that we could park in here when we first arrived. We ended up parking over here because we wanted to go and film. They're having a walkout or somebody's down here having some other things going on. Anyway, this is a public event of a ribbon cutting ceremony. We got the project manager himself standing here who didn't know that we couldn't be here. I mean, yeah. And then we've got
public roadway
3 piglets over here.
Pay for.
We got 3 piglets over here that is not allowing the press or this press channel to come over.
Oh, so you're not going to tell me who you are? You're just going to make me read? What if I couldn't read?
Cameron, how do you say that? Berkshire?
What do you work for?
And who are you?
What's your job title?
Who are you?
You don't know what your job title is?
West Plains.
You're what?
I work for the city of West Plains.
What's your job title?
GIS coordinator.
GIS coordinator.
Okay, you're going to be getting a complaint too.
Okay. You're free to do that.
Oh, I know.
Right.
I'm
Michael.
Tell everybody to call in your damn fucking.
How do you say your last name?
McMahon.
McMahon. Okay, yeah, I don't like to slaughter names.
I appreciate that.
You know, that's why I always ask people to speak their names.
I appreciate it.
Because things can look different spelled out than they can speeched out.
Oh no, fair enough. All life, growing up in school, I've heard Mac Mahone, Nick
My little piggy is calling you guys.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't like slaughtering names. And also my channel knows that. I'm acting in no way that I don't normally act. Again, this is a ribbon cutting ceremony. They've got other press down there. When we first showed up, the project manager, yeah, they were very happy. Even was greeted with a smile with the project manager. Parked.
Yeah, look at that smile now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to
smile like a Chad roll.
I just appreciate his years of dedicated service, doing whatever it is he does as a project. This is supposed to be a public event, but we're being blocked. Under the color of law, we've got 3 piggies here that prevented us from. We've asked for the chief of police.
I'm fixing to call the chief of police. I'm fixing to let him know that if you see me out recording, your cops better not give me any fucking orders. I'm your general. Unless I break the law, you work for me.
That's exactly right. And people can be peaceable. You might not always like what people have to say. You might not always like what people do or how they present themselves. But guess what? As long as nobody's being hurt, and I'm not talking feelings, I'm talking physically hurt. Guess what? We're being peaceable. That's exactly what the people must be, is peaceable. That's the only requirement of the people, is to remain peaceable. That's the only requirement of the people, is to be peaceable. And I've already let Piggly know.
Please come and arrest me.
That I'm willing to take the ride. I'm willing to take his jacket.
Lawsuit.
Yeah. I've also let these pigs down here know that they're getting a protest the size of Georgia. Yeah. That was static recorded when I told them. Now I'm letting them know live on the internet that they're getting a protest the size of Georgia, because they're putting a chilling effect on the press by not allowing us to film a public event that was announced all over Facebook, all over the news, in the local papers.
How can you have a closed event on a public roadway?
And how can you have a closed event after you've announced it publicly? It's now a public fucking event. It's a public event once it's been announced. And
can't answer that because it's not in.
Because that's legalese, dumbass. That's legalese. Once you've announced it publicly, it's now public. You forgot that tidbit, Piggly, when you told the director that. Yeah. It's now a public event because it's all over Facebook. It's been all over the news.
Piggly Wigglies. Piggly Wigglies.
Yeah.
Piggly Wigglies.
It's been announced all over the news, all over public affairs about this event. We've got other press there that was invited, quote unquote.
You know, maybe we ought to talk to the city about taking this damn bridge down. We don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
We didn't even record it. Why did our tax dollars go for this piece of crap?
See, these are the folks that made a lot of money out of that $10 million that was allotted. Here's another lady that made some good bucks out of all that $10 million that was allotted. And another one that's carrying the high, big scissors.
Open public roadway that our tax dollars.
You guys should be sickened with yourselves. Shame on you. And so should you. And as long as these barricades are up, this is a closed road. And guess what? I'm going to walk across this road. I'm going to stand in the middle of the street, and there's nothing they can do.
Event for
How is this?
roadway that our tax dollars pay for?
And here's some more people that took part of getting that $10 million that the public paid for. Shame on you. Shame on both of you guys. Shame on your asses. The walk of shame. The walk of shame. Turn in your badges and quit working for the city right now.
Free to go.
And you're free to fuck off.
No, you can actually drive up if you want. Yeah.
I'm walking up.
Yeah, you can fuck off, Piggly.
Y'all can go fuck yourselves too.
I'm documenting exactly the parole cars that were here. We've got WPPD K92. We've got Unit 33. We also had another unit that just left because there were 3 of them, and he's out over here. Yeah! A little Nazi! We're not 1930s or 1940s Germany. No, we're in the United States. The United States. Dumbasses. This was a public event. It was announced on Facebook. It was announced on the news that they were having a ribbon cutting ceremony. We let the project manager, McMahon, know that we were here as press. We were able to come in here. Lucky ended up parking in a slightly different area. We went and recorded, because they're on a strike down the road, a little bit static recording of the strike or walkout or whatever that's going on down the road. We walked up here, and in the 2 minutes it took us to do that, all that recording down there, is how long it took them to change their mind about us being able to be here. This is unit number 37, documenting unit number 37, West Plains. .785 HP. This is a state trooper. See, we got other press here. And who are
Radio.
Ozark Radio.
Yep.
Do you have a card?
Not on me. Not on me, no. I kind
Do you
of ran
have
out
one
in
in?
a hurry.
Do you have one in your car?
Not with me. Like I said, I needed to grab a stack before I left, but my name's Dan Williams.
Dan Williams?
I do most of my work on KUKU.
KUKU. Well, that's fabulous that you was able to get here and not have the chilling effect of the press like we have to have. I'm absolutely ridiculous, and I would absolutely love to interview with you, have you interview me at some point, so I can share with you what I've experienced thus far.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I think you would be, it would make a good story for you.
So how would you describe it?
Biased, to say the very least. A chilling effect of the press under the color of law. Yeah, that's just a start. Mm-hmm.
So how would you describe like what happened?
What happened? Okay, the project manager told us, we let him know who we were, that we're here as press. We let him know that we're on YouTube and other social media. We were able to park down here, but there's also a walkout or a lockout down the road. We wanted to capture that. That's news also, right?
It is. And
right?
actually, that's an interesting little situation there, too, because it seems like it's one of those situations where negotiations, I guess, between DRS and the union just didn't quite pan out. So
yes. Anyway, I wanted to kind of let people know that is an event that's going on, and so we walked down there. By the time we walked back up here, because we didn't even park in here where we were first told we could park, all of a sudden the bias kicked in. We no longer are welcomed over here, you know, and we're pressed just like you are. Mm-hmm. You know, I have traveled the United States, all 48 states in the union here, mm-hmm. as well as Washington, D.C. I've got well over 150,000 documented miles of traveling. I have actually stood in areas where the designated for press, mm-hmm. you know, in events where
that's what I was heard.
Yeah, they told us it was a closed event. How is this a closed event for a public roadway?
And not only
and our
that,
tax dollars paid for.
Not only that, it was announced.
I guess it was just set up, I guess, specifically for the politicians, I suppose.
Well, no, you can't do that. You can't do it that way.
And not a closed event on there.
And guess what?
Nowhere on the webpage or any Facebook does it say it's closed event.
I'm trying to say something.
Sorry.
It is an open event because it was announced publicly, so that makes it public. So some officers are fixing to lose their jackets. In all honesty, you can't be biased to press, and you know that. I'm sure you understand that.
Well, neutral positions are important on anything.
Exactly, and that's why we came here to let the public know what's going on. It was a public event. It was a public event. They announced it on Facebook. Right. It was announced on the news. Everybody knew. So you can't use public funds, announce that it's public, inviting the public to come partake, and then keep people from, that's got cameras just because they got a camera. Right. And that's bottom line. And I would love to interview with you and let you know what I've experienced the past 5 years. If you don't mind.
I gotta walk and talk.
Oh, that's fine.
My airtime starts at 10. So
I understand that too.
Yeah. No, so you said you've traveled how many miles doing this?
Over 150,000 documented miles from sea to shining sea. I have. I've been in all 48 states plus Washington, D.C. filming government. Oh, yeah, I absolutely have. That's what I do. That's what I do. So, I'm LadyJusticeLibertyPRESS, by the way.
What would you say is the most tiring part about doing all of this?
The most tiring part?
Yeah.
Putting up with this bullshit. The chilling effect of the press. Honestly, the chilling effect. The press many years ago had gone through this because anybody can be press. And that's a constitutional right under the First Amendment. Okay? Anybody can pick up a camera. Anybody can pick up a notebook and document things, But I have dedicated my life to this. It's not just a 9 to 5 for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you traveled that much, it can't be.
Exactly.
Travel takes a lot of time and energy. That's one of the reasons I was asking, because it's like,
5 years since September of 2020
yeah,
is exactly when. So I've dedicated some time
yeah,
and
I
lots of
couldn't
money.
imagine, like, I don't have a problem with traveling, but like that much over that amount of time would be tiring. Very tiring.
It
So
is.
That's why I had to ask, because it's like, man,
Well,
I couldn't
it's
imagine.
a constant battle with officers, and it is. They think they have the authority. It's a perceived authority. You know, that was a perceived authority. This is a public event, clearly, but they threatened to arrest us, threatened to put hands on us, and it shouldn't be that way.
Let's put it this way. We recorded the apartment fire in Thayer the other day.
Oh yeah.
I was assaulted in front
Physically.
of 3 cops. Not a damn cop wanted to do anything. Why? Because I record cops and I hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That just shows them that they don't want to do their job.
It actually makes me think, I was reading something the other day, and this was a probable cause affidavit where somebody's car got vandalized while that was happening. That's crazy that like something like that would take place during an apartment
Do you know what?
fire.
I live in an RV.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would suck to get that vandalized.
I've had my RV vandalized 3 different times while I was on the road.
Yeah.
Right now, currently,
Because your RV is your lifeline, clearly.
absolutely. Right now, my generator does not work because somebody didn't like something that somebody that was with me, not even something I said, something that somebody was with me said.
Uh-huh.
I'm not that person. I'm me.
Right.
That person is he. It wasn't him either. It was another individual. That person is he. You know, just because people are riding together doesn't necessarily mean that they're feeling the exact same about
Right.
everything exact.
It's okay. We're going to go find out where it's marked to close event. Because we're going to City Hall and we're calling a complaint.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do get a hold of me. I'm Lady Justice Liberty Press, and I really would like to have a peaceful conversation and let you know how it is out there. I think it would make for a good story for you.
Well, if I get a chance to, I'll look out for your YouTube channel and everything too. But I know right now I got to get back to the station.
YouTube, Facebook, and I'm all over social
And like I
media.
said, I'm Lucky Laptop News.
Yeah.
I'm a local.
Yeah, well, I remember James said that he had met you at the same
Yep.
too. But you guys have yourself a great day.
You
I
too.
gotta
Absolutely.
get ready for your time, especially since it's a live program. So
Yep, I
That was
understand.
Zelle Radio News. There goes the city of West Plains. He said it was a closed event.
25.
Fuck the city of West Plains. Fuck the city of West Plains. Fuck West Plains. Fuck the city of West Plains.
You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Fuck West Plains. Fuck the city of West Plains.
You city workers should be ashamed of yourselves. Stealing money like you just did
Fuck the city of West Plains.
on an open event that everybody's saying is closed. It was no more closed than my asshole.
And on that one, everybody, we're ending that.
Hey, hey, hey.
Until next time, everybody.
Stay tuned. We've got things fired up here at West Plains for sure. Hey, hey, hey.